You're listening to RTLSA.
Drifting, floating, moving further away now from us. Come, sit next to me. We can work it out. We can turn around.
Ooh, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. You look like I feel. Are you there?
Are you? I'm here. Can you see me?
I can see
very
you. I can hear you. You're all good. I was just saying you look like I feel, all blanketed up and jerseyed up, and I'm so over this winter nonsense, I tell you.
So cold, and I live now up in Summerveld, so you must know it's like 10 degrees of like -5 happening here. That made no sense, but to me it does.
I was up there on Saturday night. I stayed over in that area on Saturday night, and I did a gig there yesterday afternoon. I know it's freezing up there. Crazy. I'm so tired of this winter. It just seems like it's the worst winter we've had in a long time, and it's not getting any better. And some are now speculating that we are even going to have cold snaps in September, as far as September. And I'm not excited about that.
No, not at all, because a girl needs to like keep changing her wardrobe up, and like I'm running out of like the winter look.
You know what,
so I need to.
do you know what? Talking about women's wardrobes, I enjoy summer because there's less of it.
Such a guy. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's not wrong. It's not a wrong statement at all. But how you know?
Carmen, if I was any better, I'd be worried. I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's great.
Carmen, you know what?
That's great.
Kudos to you. Do you know that you are the first person in the history of the world to be the first repeat Monday Madness guest? I commend you.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I've never.
Well, then there's lots to talk about then.
Yeah, I've never repeated a Monday Madness guest before. You are the first person, and you are one of the first Monday Madness guests I had. I think, if I speak under correction, maybe my second or third Monday Madness guest when we started this 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
And we finally,
well done,
coming full circle, coming back to you. Do you know that?
Well done. Well, thanks so much for having me here again. That's really kind of you, and I'm really happy for your show and all this 2.5 years. No, I know Crazy, 2 years of that whole nonsense that we went through, but just time flies. Hey, really, 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 a lot.
Now I run into you every now and then, and we catch up and we chat on the phone and stuff like that. But what has been happening in your life in the last 2.5 years?
Ooh. I don't want to be like the negative Nelly and say debt, but it's definitely been it's been a nice time to like really relax the vocals and calm down a bit and find yourself again and have that holiday that you wish you had. Because I
feel like I need another holiday.
No, don't say that, please. You don't. No, not that kind of holiday. But,
not that kind of holiday.
Yeah. So I think it was, if I had to go back from when we last spoke, it was very frustrating. I was in an extremely frustrating space because it's almost like 2.5 years later, I'm back where I was with your last interview, launching a new song, hoping it to get the music video going, hoping to get out there a little bit more around the world and trying to, I was immigrating. I was literally, I'd sold everything ready to go. The plane ticket was booked. It was just lockdown. And then I was like, what? And it was, they say like those 3 stressful things in life, like death, divorce, and moving. And I was like, okay, well, I've been through the two major ones already. Let's get this big moving one on again, but it was too much. It was too much about the financial stresses and all the money that I kind of sold everything to go over to live and try and start my life there. It was just all used up about like paying deposits over here, trying to get a truck company to move literally I had my bed left and my fridge. People were, and one couch that people were picking up as soon as I was like hitting the road, Jack, So it was very stressful and it was a hard time. I had lots of friends and family involved, and where I've moved to, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I ended up here. Since a little girl, I've always wanted to live up in Summerfeld with the horses and stuff. So I think it's been a blessing in disguise, and just being home still with my mom and being around, I say my mom because my brother and the wife and the kids have left overseas already, and it was just my mom and I staying here, and we're also going to hit the road and if we go. But yeah, mom and I are still hanging around. My mom lives in Hillcrest, I live in Summerfeld, but it's just been the most beautiful 2 years, really. I've grown a lot. I have learned so much. I've become so much more self-aware, my self-confidence, writing, getting this new song out, doing a music video. It's finally happening, and that's kind of like where I'm at, and just love being around you. I've got my dogs, I've got my horse, I know all the horses around. It's beautiful, and I've got my own horse now as well, and I'm so in love with him. He's the most beautiful boy I've ever known.
But it must have been kind of scary because you were planning to move, and then all of a sudden you have to plan to stay because all your plans had been made to move, and now you've got to change everything and sort of restart again.
Yeah. And it was a very big, I don't want to say it didn't cause depression, but it was just a real mind shift that you really had to put yourself in and suck it up. I think I'm one of those people who when there is a bit of a crisis and there is stuff happening, I really just focus, deal with it, and then fall apart maybe a little bit later, because there's no time to really do that. And yeah, you gotta enjoy it's about the journey in life. I went to some chat, the one big talk the one day, and this woman said to me, well, she said to all of us, but it just really resonated. She says, I don't know why I'm thinking of the song The Climb by Miley Cyrus. And I was like, yeah. And it wasn't even a music convention, nothing, And I was just listening to her, and she says, it's about the climb to the journey. It's about the climb to the destination. It's the journey to the destination. And that song Don't Stop Believing by Journey. It's just, it's one of those songs that really resonated with me, and every time I sang it or I listened to it or whatever, I just really go within, because it's exactly where I'm at. My dad used to always say, you plan and God laughs. You don't
the universe
really
says
have no idea.
Universe says, hold my beer. I've got this. Carmen,
I know.
We're not young in the industry anymore, and you still don't look a day older than 22, but what impact has this last 2.5 years, would you say, had on your music career? Because you go gaining momentum and then all of a sudden, bang, and you lose some time. And how important is that time lost in the greater scheme of things?
Now we're talking really personal here. And I'm all about that, being real in the moment and being honest with myself first so I can be honest with you. So it was my age, I'm turning 38, So it really pissed me off. Let me be honest with you. Like, you took 2 years from me, and I could have been there, could have been doing this, and it could have. But again, like, why fight it? It's not about age. It's never been about age for me. It's about my journey. Everyone has their own journey, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen regardless. And also, why fight it? You've got a plan. You can go as hard as you want, all to the wall, do whatever you feel is right for you. And then all of a sudden you're on another path, and you're like, how the hell did I end up here? Yeah, the 2 years, it really pissed me off. It really did. But I learned to embrace it now. I learned to look at all the other positives that I got from it. I got a lot of growth out of it. I learned a lot of patience. I developed my relationships with other people around me, and I had time for my animals. I had time for myself, and there was a lot of healing that needed to be done through that, through that time. And just a lot of little things, but it was a good and a bad. It had its pros and its cons.
I've got to say this. I know more people that gave up their careers, their music careers or their entertainment careers, through this period than people that actually picked up the pieces and continued. And you're one of those people that picked up the pieces and continued. What did it take for you to actually, firstly, make the decision to do that, and secondly, get up and do it?
This is all I want to do. This is what makes my heart tick. This is what makes me resonate Carmen so much. So why stop because everyone else is panicking? And I could have, I teach vocals, and I'm a vocal coach, and I did the online lessons and I kept that going, and I miss my little chicken so much physically. And it was tough. It was really tough, but this is who I am. This is what I do. And I will die one day saying I lived my life, no matter what life threw at me. I will never stop believing, having faith, motivating other people, trying to get my message across about simply just singing a song in the crowd that someone just needed. And I get healing from it when I sing certain stuff. So, and it just happens to be that I love what I do, and the people have been so supportive with it. And that is huge. That's been a huge blessing. Like I said, I never wanted to sing as a little girl. I didn't know music. I didn't come from a musical family at all. Music happened to me. Singing happened to me. So I'm a horse riding girl. That's why I've always wanted to live up here. Love it up here. And that's my first true love, But singing is definitely it's a huge part of who I am. And I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for this happening to me, because it's not about me at the end of the day. It really isn't. All of this is about everybody else, that I get to make people's lives a little bit better, even in that moment or in that verse or just a smile or,
Well, let me tell you something, because you and I play in a lot of venues, on different occasions, and every time, I'm going to say almost every single venue that I go to, the venue and the people that go there, the regulars, the management, the staff, everybody, always talk about how much they love Carmen Rodrigues.
Oh, it makes me so emotional.
I know, it looks like you want to cry.
I do. I really, really do. And I do. I get very emotional because I really appreciate everyone. I really appreciate the love they have for what we share in that moment. I connect with people very well, and I love people. Since a little girl, my dad used to own, typical Portuguese, we used to own spas and sort of veg, So I remember standing on 2 Coca-Cola crates at the age of 8 behind the deli counter saying, how can I help you? What would you like? Slice ham? What slice would you like? Would you like this thick? I could slice it. I could weigh it. I could put the price, hand it over in its packaging with a smile and say, have a good day. And I don't know any difference. I just love people. People make me tick. And when I didn't have people around me through COVID, it broke me. It really, really messed with my mental health. It really did. I just needed my people. And I think when I do walk into venues, and I love people so much, and people often say, oh, Carmen, the negatives out there. They'll go, Carmen, not everybody likes you. I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. It really does not matter. And if they don't like me, that's okay. But at least I've helped 1 or 2 people here. Just give them a smile, man. People deserve some sort of just look at them in the eye when you talk to them. Appreciate they've gone through their stuff. They're going through their stuff, you know.
That there's probably only one person that doesn't like you. I don't know who it is, but they need to get their mind read. Anyway, what I was going to talk about your single now, but I'm going to hold that back a little because you mentioned something over there when you were standing on those 2 Coke crates saying, "How can I help you?" And one thing I've come to know about you is that you are that type of person. No matter what you're going through, you are always interested and invested in people around you. How important is that line, "How can I help you," to you?
Everything. It's who I am. I think from where I teach, my motto, my slogan on for my business is singing through confidence. And how do you get confidence is by someone, first of all, believing in you. And yeah, I think it's exactly who I am. How can I help you? Because I feel like my purpose on this planet is to come here and just just spread the love, spread that light, spread that joy, spread that happiness. And my voice is part of that. It happened to be that tool that happened to just make it happen for me, you know? I always used to think my dad should shoot me. I talk about my dad a lot because he's passed on 10 years and I miss him. So, and he's a big, massive influence in my life. But he used to tell me, "Carmen, get off the phone. You know, one day you need a job where you can just talk." I was like, that'll be kiff if I get paid to talk. So here I am, getting paid to talk or sing, even better. Come on, shut up.
Nothing wrong
Typical
with
girl.
that.
I love it.
Let's talk about your song, this new single that's coming up. It's sort of been under wraps. It's kind of a secret. Just little teasers like I played Nana of what's coming. Tell me about it. Give us the inside scoop. Give us something that nobody else knows about this song.
Okay. The real deal. Okay.
The real deal.
So I was going through a massive, probably because of the whole COVID and mental health issue about no people and getting super frustrated about why haven't I gotten further? I really want to be traveling overseas. I really want to really want to sing with Adele one day. Please, you know, like
I'll give her a call.
That'll be cool. Oh, I wish. And so I was talking to my producer and he's amazing and he's so deep and intellectual and he gets me, right? So I just said to him, you know, Harshan, I'm feeling so frustrated. I really need to come to a point like I need to talk to myself and really learn to love not what I do, but almost like fall in love with what you do again. Okay. So, and I just love comes so easy to me and it's such an easy thing for me to do. I love people. I love. And I love it when people are in love and I sit and I sing at restaurants and I see these people in love. I go, oh man, how divine. Anyway, so long story short, he listened to me and he took a few words down and he was like, and we had a session in the studio and he's like, I've got the lyrics. And it's like, you're kidding me. So we chatted about it and I gave it a wing and I was like, I just burst out crying and I was like, this is it. This is it. And fully, that's the inside scoop that no one will really know because I really sang it about myself, talking to myself. It's almost like if I had to die, I know it sounds very dramatic, but if I had to die today and like sit on a cloud and have a cappuccino with God and say like, right, what did you like about your life? And I'm like, well, I didn't really finish it. You know, I really wanted to finish this. And it's almost like I chatted to my higher self, bringing that in and just like serenading with myself a little bit. And really when I sing that song, I really sing it about myself, to myself, loving myself, because if you don't love yourself, you haven't got enough to love everyone else. And yeah, that is, and then the music video, when it came about, we were like, okay, we're going to do this. Yes. Okay. And then Harshan again, he's like, I've got this concept. I was like, dude, you're just on my brain. Like, this is amazing. And he's just really been that big brother that I've needed, that huge support. And the day we shot the music video, it was the most calm, peaceful, loving environment. The whole crew, we were all just like soup. It just went so smoothly. And my friend Franz Swart, who's in the music video playing the lead male, bless him. He really was just such a super sport for this. I was thinking, rattling my brain, who could I have in this music video as playing a male role, and who could do this? And I thought about this one, and my mom was like, no, not that one. And this one, no. Okay, this one, yeah, maybe, but then they'll be too shy. Like, oh, and then we just were like, France. Yes. They were like, France. And he's like, yeah, no problem at all. And I was like, he's such a beautiful person, through and through. Beautiful, beautiful person. Yeah, it was a lovely day.
So when can we expect the release? I know you said it's sometime now in August.
Yeah, so we are releasing it on the 12th of August, and it'll be a Friday night or Friday day. We're releasing it Thursday night, 12 o'clock. Boom, 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 boom. And,
well,
and
guess
I'm
what?
really excited to...
Guess what we're doing on Friday the... What's it, 12th of August, you say? Yeah, Friday the 12th of August on RTL. You know what we're going to do? We're going to play your music video. That's what we're going to do.
Yay! Thank you. Oh,
hot off the press.
Oh.
No, it's...
And I'm really excited. It's such a cool metaphorical like storyline to it, and it's like more of a movie kind of scene. Yeah, it's something I've never done before, which was lovely. And my horse is in it, so I bawled my eyes out when I saw it. I was like, ah! He's my boy, and like, I just loved it. So, yeah, it's the twist at the end. There's a little bit of a twist at the end, which I thought was really cool. Francis got his like muscle cars, and there's I don't know, I'm really bad with car names, but they're very pretty. And he's got his bike, and it's like really cool. And yeah, it's a love story. It's a love story.
Super exciting times. Talking about love stories, I remember the last time I had you on Monday Madness, we spent quite a significant amount of time talking about Tinder and online dating.
Bloody hell. I know, right? Swipe left, swipe right, swipe next. Like, I don't know. I haven't done that online dating probably since back then. Like, I long time now.
Same.
It's just not me.
Yeah, no, I just can't do it. But I was thinking about it, not anything relevant to you and I talking, but I was thinking about this online dating thing recently, and I was just like picking my brain. It's like, I kind of feel like that's the way people do it nowadays, and the whole generic way of meeting people in public places and whatever has like sort of fallen by the wayside. And people now would rather meet people online. Do you think the same thing, or is it just something that I'm sort of perceiving?
I battle to answer that because my lifestyle is so public, and I am in the public all the time with so many people, and I get to meet so many people all the time. And so for me, it's hard to say, not that I meet people. It's weird. It's not that I think because I go out there as like the business Carmen. I'm not there to go like flirt and swap. Hey, you hot, swap right. Hey. But I'm never too shy to tell someone they're bloody beautiful and they're so sexy and they're yummy. But like, that's who I am. But I think online dating is the new norm, I think, in a lot of places. But it's just so sad how many girls and guys get hurt through it. I've got so many friends, like, I got this beautiful friend overseas, and she's battling to meet someone, and the guys that she meets, they all seem nice, but then they ghost her, and then they don't, and then now they're apologizing and like, sorry, I haven't been around. And like, she's such a good girl. She's a woman. She's such a beautiful soul, and she deserves that. And I just like it's hard because the guys also have gotten so hurt through it. I think I've become more of a counselor to a lot of people. The best thing in my book, in my feather in my cap, I promise you, is probably meeting someone through friends and when you're at a random brow, when it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. Yes, put yourself out there, but I put myself out there so much all the time. I'm very approachable and stuff like that. I've been told I'm very intimidating, but that's okay. The right guy won't find me intimidating. You'll find me freaking hot and sexy and yummy. So
Exactly. But I feel
all good.
I kind of feel people are more guarded now in public, and it's probably because of a lot of what happens, with drinks being spiked and things like that. People seem to be more guarded in public nowadays and more open online, or open to opportunities online, which is so the opposite way of the way it used to be. People used to be more scared of online, and now it just seems like that's what they're doing. I don't know.
I think it's also the norm, no, because we were forced to be online for so long with lockdowns and the whole COVID stuff. So I think people have become more acceptable to it, especially when you've had to take all your kids on Zoom lessons, and it's become a generational everyone thing. So being online, shopping online, I mean, how convenient is that? I don't even have to leave my home today. So, yeah, it's everything is convenience. And that's where I get upset, is that when I meet you face to face, are you going to be able to handle a real person conversation? Are you actually going to be able to stimulate my mind?
I battle online because I just don't have time to read and swipe and do all that stuff. I'm actually a little bit. I made a big mistake the other day. I got a friend request on Facebook, and I always go and I look at the profile first. And I looked at the profile. I didn't see much on the profile, but I had a couple of toots in. So I sent a message to this person, and I said, "Give me one good reason why I should accept your friend request, because your profile tells me nothing." And this person very apologetically sent me a message the next morning back saying, "Yeah, I'm a DJ and I'm just looking to network with people." But we get bombarded by people who are trying to sell us Bitcoin or send porn or whatever. It's just so frustrating. So I've become horribly guarded when it comes to online stuff. I'm like the total opposite of the way that people are going on at the moment. But anyway, that's just me. I'm the crazy one.
Yeah. I think no. I think you know what? You're not alone. No, you're not alone at all, because a lot of people don't like the online. A lot of people still don't want to have a Facebook page, and they don't want to do Instagram. I've now got to start TikToking, man.
I know. I don't even know where to start with TikTok. I was in one TikTok video. We got thousands of views one night because this young lady was trying to teach me how to do one of these hip hop dances, and I looked like an absolute idiot. Absolute idiot. And we got thousands of views, but I've never been on TikTok myself.
I know. Brilliant.
Anyway.
But I mean, everything has its place. We've got to go with the flow. We've got to keep it. We've got to go with the way things are going. But yeah, I don't mind. I'm happy. Change is great.
Anyway, Carmen, we're running out of time, and I've just got to put you on the spot quickly before we go, because I normally do this with my guests, and I don't know if you're aware of the fact that I do a trivia question every day, and I always like to ask my guests the trivia question just before we wrap up, and I think I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Are you ready for it?
I don't know, but let's try. If not, I'll phone a friend.
Time to test your knowledge with Power Play Trivia.
Right, your Power Play Trivia brought to you by Bev Miller. Carmen Rodrigues, today's question is a simple one. I kept it quite easy for you. And before I give you the question, I got correct answers from Lauren, Marius, Zelda, Bev, Cheryl. So it's quite easy. You should get this one. And the question was, who painted the mural of the Last Supper?
Oh, I have no idea. A very talented old guy now.
All right, I'll give you multiple
the
choice.
Michelangelo man?
No, I'll give you multiple choice. Michelangelo is one option, and Leonardo da Vinci is the other.
Then it's Leonardo da Vinci.
Of course it is, because I gave it away.
Good.
Well done, Carmen. You got the answer correct.
So bad at stuff like this. I'm definitely one of those people like, oh no. You know who's got a bloody brilliant brain is Don Seagreen. He knows everything, that guy, when it comes to, you ever want to make R1 million on TV, you phone him. He knows names. He'll probably know what kitchen towel they've got in their bloody kitchen at the moment.
Yeah, but he's also got warped opinions. So we'll leave it at that. Carmen, thank you so much for joining us today. We are super excited to see your video and your new song, and really chuffed that you are back on the game and releasing original music again.
Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. And just stay tuned on my Facebook page. I'm going to be giving away 2 VIP tickets to my launch on the 11th of August. So look out for that.
We'll do that. Okay, before we go, where can people follow you quickly?
So go onto my Facebook page, Carmen Rodrigues Music, or Instagram. You can go Carmen R Music or Carmen Rodrigues Music as well. I run those pages, as well as TikTok. But don't worry too much about that right now. But yeah, you can find me all over. We'll be launching the song on Spotify and YouTube and all the major platforms. And yeah, please share it, guys. This is the time where I need you the most as well. Just to please share it wide, far, to anybody, anyone, so I can just make it happen for my life. You know, we all got dreams we want to fulfill.
Awesome, Carmen. So beautiful talking to you again. Have yourself a beautiful day further.
You're listening to RTLSA.